guys, and welcome back to the channel. Big day for me today, expensive day for me today. As you can see, I'm in the Lambo. Now, I haven't been at work all week properly because my partner's not very well, so I've had to have both our children, 2 under 2. Yeah, that's been fun. But I'm just heading down to work now. The car is in for its first to me service. It's only a minor service, but it's going to Bristol Lamborghini, so they're going to come and pick it up and take it down. So the car will be gone for sort of three or four days. But yeah, I just thought I would give you a little sort of drive in the car down to work, seeing as I didn't last time, and yeah, as you can see. So this is the car. Real nice place to be in here. It's and I think what I'll do this time is I won't babble on too much. I'll just let you listen to it. If I wind down the window. Just that V10 noise puts a smile on my face every time. Now, a service on this is, I didn't think it was too bad, to be honest with you. So they pick it up, bear in mind it's over 100 mile away. They pick it up, drop it off, they give it an oil change, oil and filter change, you know, a check over, wiper blades, all the usual stuff. And it's about, with the VAT, it's about £1,400, which most of you are going to say, Christ alive, that is extortionate. Where I suppose it is compared to most other stuff, but what you're paying for is, I suppose, is the stamp. This thing's got full Lamborghini service history, and as you might know with supercars, it's different really to most other cars. They rely on, you know, probably 25% of the value is in the genuine service stamp. You know, I could probably service this myself the same for a couple of £100, but you know, you're going to lose God knows what on the resale. So as I say, it's £1,400. To insure this car is £1,100 for me, and then you got your fuel. Tax is expensive. What's tax? I don't know, about £500. I would probably say that by today's market, you know, whether sort of Brexit or Corona has had anything to do with it, but I would say that since I bought this car, the value's gone up 10 grand or so. So it's all relative, and in respect to things, I've probably, you know, I've definitely still made money on the car if I sold it tomorrow. So yeah, it is expensive for a service, but it is what it is. You've got to be prepared to, you know, pay the rates when you own a car like this, I suppose. So we'll get down to work, guys, and I'll have a little walk around the car, and I'll just show you what it's like. Really apologise about not showing you around the Lamborghini. You're going to have to hold on there. As soon as I turned up at work, the guy with the truck was waiting to take it straight away, so I didn't really have time to, once I'd done the paperwork, didn't have time to show you around. But as soon as that car arrives back, which should be Monday, Tuesday, I'll show you around it. But something slightly different, moving away from cars and engines slightly, but still a vehicle. This here is our 1985 CR500. Now, we bought this bike back, getting on 2.5 years ago now. We bought it for, I think, £3,500. Bit of a basket case. It was from an import company. It was a Californian import. So we got it back here. Always wanted one of these. This is a 1985. It's the first water cooled, and I wanted one to restore. Always wanted one as a kid. When I was a teenager, I was absolutely obsessed with motocross. and this was the bike that was in all the magazines. This is the one that I stared at on the centre page. Absolutely brilliant. So anyway, bought this. We had a little bit of a quiet period, so I stripped it all down. We fully restored it. I built the motor, painted the frame, cleaned up all the plastics, new front and rear mudguard, but the side panels, tank, and the shrouds, all original. There's so much, I don't know whether you guys know anything about motocross bikes or bikes in general, but there's parts on this bike that you just cannot get anymore. It's got a genuine exhaust, which is, as you can see, absolutely pristine condition. It's got a original handlebars, again unheard of. It's got a HRC genuine brake cylinder cover. We've got aftermarket HRC disc front cover there, but these are, we've refurbed the wheels, so they're new spokes, original rims. I mean, these rims usually rot from the inside out, but these are actually brilliant. So we've had them all refurbed, powder coated the hubs, front and rear. Jobs are good. And we got Depp to make us a silencer there, a copy of the original, aftermarket seat cover, but you know, everything has been done. The linkage bearings are all been done, the shock bearings, shocks all gone through, forks are all gone through, all redone, and the bike's an absolute gem. And the reason it's out here tonight is I've actually got a potential buyer coming to look at it. As I say, we paid £3,500 for this bike. I've probably spent, don't know, probably in parts £800, and then there's my time and labour, which, you know, is by the by. But you know, in actual money, the bike owes us about 4,300. Now, not long after we bought this, I did buy another one, another 85 off the same company, absolutely identical, except that one didn't have so many original bits. So we restored that as well. I can show you a picture of both of them together, and a few pictures there of me in the process of doing them. That bike there owed me, probably by the time we'd finish, about 4,200. So both bikes owed me about £8,500 after probably 3 or 4 months of work, I'd say. So sold the first bike. Some guy approached us, some old gentleman. I mean, to be honest with you, bless him, he was never going to even fire it up, let alone ride it, but apparently he just wanted to put it in his garage and look at it. Probably the same reason as I bought one, to be honest. But he approached us, made us an offer we couldn't refuse, give us £7,000 for the second bike. So this bike then stood me in at £1,500. So what I've done is I've waited for 2 years, waited till the price has gone up. The price has sort of gone up from that sort of money, £6,000 average, I suppose. We put this up for 10 grand. The guy's coming down. I've said, look, don't offer me anything less than 9. So potentially could be making what, £7,500 on this bike. We'll have to wait and see, guys. But yeah, absolutely beautiful bike. Oh, and to top it off, it is road registered. I don't know whether the plate's that legal, but it's daytime MOT. I got it registered. So yeah, fairly good fun on the road. But we'll wait for this guy to turn up, see what he thinks, and I'll let you know.